Hey guys! Hope you're all well. Welcome to another video. Laura here with Novice Garden, and today I'm doing something really exciting. I'm starting off my first seeds of 2021. And I know I just did a video recently that spoke about the importance of not getting carried away and starting your seed too early, waiting until 6 weeks before your last frost date in your area. But there are some crops that are an exception to that, and I'm going to be starting 2 of them today. So what I'm going to be starting today is my 2021 chilies and my tomatoes. And the reason why chilies and tomatoes, in my area anyway, can be started a little bit earlier in the growing season from seed is that, well, I live in Scotland and we're not known in Scotland for having lots of long, hot, sunny days. And chilies and tomatoes bear fruit that needs lots of hot, warm, sunny days to ripen there before we can eat it. So I find it beneficial to start my chilies and my tomatoes a little bit earlier in the season, so around 10 to 12 weeks before our last frost date. And that gives them that boost just to get going a bit faster. It gives them a longer growing season and allows them to be able to take advantage of as much light and warmth in the season as we can, so that we can ripen those delicious fruits that they have. So what I'm going to do is go through just briefly the different types of equipment that I use, the potting mix that I'll be using, and just a brief example of how I like to sow my chilies and tomatoes. So things I'm using are my seeds, some vermiculite for top dressing, my propagator, which consists of drip tray, cell insert with drainage holes, propagator lid, which is vented, keep the moisture in, my spray bottle to water, some multi-purpose compost, and labels, which I've forgotten about, so I'm gonna have to improvise. I'm growing Tumbling Tom tomatoes this year, which are a cherry tomato variety, and they are ideal for small spaces. So think hanging baskets or patio containers. And for chilies, I'm growing a couple of different varieties. The first of which is a dwarf chili called Apache, slightly hotter of the two. It's 80,000 to 100,000 on the Scoville scale. The second of which is called Prairie Fire, a slightly more mild chili, but still a dwarf variety. So I went ahead and got these trays all filled up with multi-purpose compost. What I'm going to do now is open up my seed packet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to lay our chili seeds on top of the compost and then pop some vermiculite over the top and water them in. Here we go. I'm just going to start popping all of my little tiny seeds into the cell inserts. I'm going to be doing 2 seeds per cell. And then once they get a little bit bigger, I can transplant them into their own. And I'm going to cover just with a light layer of vermiculite. I'm using vermiculite to cover my chili seeds, but you can just cover with a sprinkling of compost. I like to use vermiculite as it helps to create a nice moist environment for the chili seeds to germinate, but also stops any formation of algae. And then take my water gun or my water sprayer and just water them in. Using a light spray like this helps to stop the chili seeds from being dislodged when you water them in. Now for the rest. So that's all there is to it. All that's left to do is to pop our propagator lids on to help maintain a nice moist environment, and I recommend the use of a heat mat. Chilies and tomatoes need a minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius to germinate, and a heat mat is going to help to maintain that minimum temperature for you. I hope you guys are all getting really excited for the growing season. I know I am. It feels really nice to be able to just start some seeds today. And if you are, leave me a comment below. Tell me what you're growing this year. And if you'd like to as well, you can follow me at the Novice Garden on Instagram, and I'll be posting updates of how the chilies and tomatoes are going. Thanks for watching, guys.